How to cite secondary sources in a bibliography. Imagine you're working on a research project and come across a quote or idea from an author, but you can't find the original source. What do you do? Knowing how to properly cite secondary sources is a key research skill that keeps your work honest and clear. When you use information from a source that you haven't read directly but found in another author's work, you need to be precise about how you cite it. This process is important because it shows respect for original authors and helps your readers trace your sources easily. First, only include the details of the secondary source you actually read in your bibliography or reference list. For example, if you read a book by Johnson published in 2019 and found Smith's idea in that book, you only list Johnson's book in your bibliography. You do not list Smith's original work here because you haven't read it directly. This keeps your bibliography accurate and straightforward. In your paper's text, you need to mention both the original author and the secondary source. You do this by naming the original author and then adding the words "as cited in" followed by the secondary source's author. If you know the year the original work was published, include it after the original author's name. For example, your in-text citation might look like this: Smith, 2015, as cited in Johnson, 2019. If you do not know the year of the original source, just leave it out and write Smith, as cited in Johnson, 2019. This format applies whether you're quoting directly or paraphrasing ideas. Different citation styles like APA, Modern Language Association, or Chicago Manual of Style have slight variations, but the core idea remains the same. Always check the specific style guide your teacher or project requires. A helpful tip for students working on research papers is to try to find the original source whenever possible. Reading the original work gives you better context and understanding. But if the original is unavailable, using the secondary source citation method is acceptable. It shows you are giving credit properly and avoiding plagiarism. Remember, your bibliography will only list the source you actually read, but your in-text citations will show that you are referencing ideas from someone else's original work. This approach helps you stay organized and honest in your research. It also makes your project look professional and well-managed. So, next time you encounter a secondary source, just follow these steps. Cite the secondary source in your bibliography, mention both sources in your text, and always be clear about what you read directly. That way, your research skills will shine, and your projects will be accurate and trustworthy.